Dzień dobry. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Ciao, ni hao, konnichiwa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ken at 10. How are you today? I hope you're well. Haven't been here before. Welcome along. It's Ken at 10 because my name's Ken and it's 10. We're James Alexander Estate Agents and we broadcast daily talking about the property market. We're based in SW16, to be precise, an area called Norbury, which is a zone 3 commuter area full of fantastic properties and people. And you should check us out if you're looking for an investment or something commutable to London that's a reasonable price. I always think we're one of those areas that, as far as zone 3 areas is concerned, affordability versus decent area, we're it. So do consider us if you're thinking about moving locally in southwest London. Hope you're well today. We talk about all things property here, what's going on generally, and life really. Friday is a very important day for us. Why? You'll know if you watch the show regularly, it's my favorite day of the week. And it's my favorite day of the week because it's a day when people make their decisions about viewing generally. And even in lockdown, we're still finding this is true. So Saturday is the biggest day of the week for people actually getting out viewing. Fridays are emphasized towards making people see the properties that we've got on the market if we can, you know, giving them a call, making sure, not just mudslinging though, not just calling people and saying, you know, you must see this one, having conversations with them, you know, why are you moving? What's the best one you've seen so far? You know, what are the things that you've got in your mind that we can get in our mind to try and work towards a thing that's right for you? You know, one of the things I always say to people is, what don't you like about the property you've just seen? Because if I can work out what you hate about the one you're looking at, then it makes it easier to drill down what you're really looking for and give you the best advice, you know, and that's what we're here to do, you know, not just to sell houses, but to drill down. Does this work for you? Does it work for our clients? Can we get together? Is the price point right for the expectation? Do we need to try and readjust that? Are there other areas we can consider? Because we always say, you know, if you can't find what you want where you want, you've only ever got 2 choices. More money is not a reality for most of us, or other areas. There is a third option as well, of course, which is lower your sights. And quite often it's a case of, you know, maybe if you can do without that garage, go for a semi-detached rather than detached, perhaps a big flat rather than a house or whatever it is. But if you make compromises, you're more likely to actually find something within the area you want to be in. If you're not prepared to make those compromises, then that's at the point when you should be saying to yourself, well, hang on, you know, let's look at it from a business point of view, kind of decathect a bit, stand back, detach oneself emotionally and think about, perhaps if I can't find what I want where I want, I need to think about perhaps other areas or compromising, you know, maybe that garage isn't essential or off-street parking isn't as important. So things like that can end up drilling down and getting you what you want. And we're always excited to talk to you about that. Love getting people out and having conversations with them about what it is they want. Of course, a lot of the viewings are virtual now. Just on to the general property news now. At the end of the show today, I'm going to give you a little link which will hopefully make you smile. If you haven't seen it already and you're homeschooling, it will definitely make you smile. So stand by for that at the end of the show. I'll put the link up. It's a YouTube thing. And if it doesn't make you smile, I'll be very surprised. So that's the end of the show. Few things. UK residential transactions in December were up 13.1% compared to November this year and 31.5% higher than the year prior. Not really surprising to us that. We kind of expected that, and that's certainly, you know, we can echo that it's been extremely busy in our area, specifically for houses around the 500,000 mark. Flats, not so much. In terms of general level of telephone calls coming into the office, not as many. We've noticed a drop-off in the last couple of weeks as well. I think a lot of people are feeling a little bit cautious with the pandemic. And I think also a lot of people are under the impression that it's impossible to meet the stamp duty deadline. And I can tell you it is possible and it's still happening, but it does rely on a number of efficiencies and things going well. And the choice of solicitor is critical to that, as is the choice of mortgage, and possibly the mortgage broker as well. If you're using one, you need to know that that mortgage is in place, ready to go, and that can work efficiently, and that your solicitor has the capacity, not just the attitude and the inclination, but the capacity, because many solicitors are under massive strain. They've got too many clients already. Give them a call, have a chat with them. If they don't have time to talk to you, that might give you a clue, you know, because everybody's busy. And you need somebody that can react for you very quickly. We have had a sale just in December, late December, which here exchanged yesterday and completes on the 28th of January. So just goes to show it can happen. And that was with a mortgage. It was with 2 very efficient solicitors, but it just goes to show, you know, it can happen for you. News on Help to Buy. Homes England has confirmed that the Help to Buy deadline will be extended from February 28 to the end of March, following pressure from house builders. In March, it will be replaced by a new version that's only available to first-time buyers. Well, this is actually kind of disappointing news for me, and I'll tell you why. I think this is what the government are saying about the 95% mortgages. I think this is going to tie in with the announcement about 95% mortgages for new build. And I noticed that the article says following pressure from house builders. They shouldn't be following the lead from house builders. They should be following pressure from the general public. They have 100,000 plus signature list now petition to extend the stamp duty deadline. They should be waking up, smelling the coffee and listening to that, and we hope they will. But also more than that, we've been saying for some time now that if you really want to help the market, you need to help the first-time buyers, and helping builders by Help to Buy. And the reason I say that is Help to Buy only helps with new build homes. So if you're looking on the second-hand market, as most people are because they can't afford the new builds. Why can't they afford the new builds? Well, partly because Help to Buy allows the developers to put them up in price, and so the vicious circle continues. What we need is something that will help first-time buyers, maybe an underwritten guarantee for those in a credit-worthy position. Maybe parents can help as well, but crucially and critically, it must be low deposit and must allow buyers to have a reasonable percentage level. You know, we're looking at some of these mortgages for first-time buyers are just unreasonable. The market is unlocking a bit, and that's good news. There are now some 10% deals. No doubt there'll be very stringent criteria and very hard to get. And most commonly, the deposit required is still 20%. Well, here in London, with the average price so high, you know, 20% is a huge amount of money and too big a hill to climb for most of our tenants that would love to get on the housing ladder. So we'd like to see something done about that, government. And we do think that that would really, really help the market properly. And the idea that, you know, extending Help to Buy is a big help to the market, frankly, it's a big help to house builders. And house builders, they don't need our help. They're rich enough, thank you very much. Think about the people. That's what will move the market forward. Now, I'm going to send you this link now, as promised, that will brighten your day. It's from a young lady who's done a spoof on You Can't Teach This, and Touch This rather, the MC Hammer track. And she's called it You Can't Teach This. Very funny, well worth it. If you're homeschooling, you really will feel it. So that's it from Ken at 10 today. Hope you have a great day and a fabulous weekend. From all of us here at James Alexander, have a fantastic day. Stay safe.